This is not a drill.
Repeat, this is not a drill.
Is that all you got?
Let's begin. What up?
This Infantry Outdoors live stream is brought to you in part by Jase Medical. Be prepared with Jase Case. Mayhem Studios. Add a little mayhem to your media with the best in the biz. ZW Designs. Get your websites, apps, and logos created for you and your business. OneLeaf.ai. Innovative night vision. And donations from viewers like you. In today's world of technology, supply shortages, fuel shortages, and war, now more than ever is the time to prepare. Throughout human history, over 1 billion people have died from disease that would have been cured by everyday antibiotics. Over 99% of Americans do not have a supply of emergency antibiotics. Over 98% of antibiotics are produced overseas. The chance that that antibiotic supply chain could be interrupted at some point is 100%. If that were to happen, experts predict that local pharmacies would run out of antibiotics in a few weeks. The time to prepare is now. Every home needs to purchase a Jase Case. If we got your attention, visit our website today at jasemedical.com/Infantry Outdoors. Be sure to use promo code INFANTRY10 for 10% off your order. Be prepared with Jase Case.
My name is DJ Infantry, and I am legally blind. My passion for the outdoors has taken me to some amazing places, and I have done some incredible things, all with one mission in mind, to inspire you to get outdoors. Welcome to Infantry Outdoors.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the program. Hey, how come the jams ain't playing? What's going on over here? My whole soundboard's missing. Huh. Like, for real, my whole soundboard ain't seem to be working here. What's going on? Where's all my stuff? Oh, you're kidding me. Am I going to have to reload everything? Alright, well, it's going to be one of them nights. As I can see, the right's trapping. What's up, buddy? How's it going? Unique prepping. What's up to Zach? Hey, big shout outs to Zach, man. If you guys didn't catch a live stream, him and I've been doing live streams every Wednesday over 10:30 on his channel. Unique prepping. We've been having a lot of fun. And the audience has been really awesome, asking questions about disabilities. And tonight, that's what we're going to be talking about is prepping and disabilities and stuff like that. But it's good to see Coyote because I've been trying to reach Coyote and he's been stuck in the woods. I do have a surprise for you guys tonight to share with you. I can't believe none of my audio. Like, what the heck happened that it didn't find any of my music? I'm going to have to reload every single one of them. So that just means we're going to roll through the night really good tonight. Well, tonight, we're going to talk about, like I said, about prepping. Also, big news for you guys on the channel. I've been waiting a week just pretty much to tell you. I announced it over on Zach's channel Wednesday. So if you missed the live stream over there, you're going to find out tonight, but I'm going to make you wait. But, yeah, it's good news. It's good news. It's good news for sure. But I hope you guys are having a great one. Hope you're having a blessed day wherever you are. Hope it's amazing. And, you know, that your weekend's going to be a good one, man. I really hope you do have a good weekend. So with that said, if you have any comments, questions, concerns, or anything pertaining to this program, as always, you can write to us at infantryoutdoors@yahoo.com. That's for advertising, product placement, anything like that. Remember to follow us on all social media platforms as Infantry Outdoors as well. Join us over on Rumble, where you can get exclusive content you can't get here on YouTube. Like last week's video with the deer, you can actually see the deer getting ready to go to the processor, getting skinned and everything on Rumble, whereas you can't see that over here on YouTube. So it'd be worth your benefit to follow us on that other social platform as well. But again, don't forget to subscribe here, become part of the infantry, ring that bell to all notifications so you're notified every time that we post a video or live stream on Friday night. So, and check out my other channel too. It's doing pretty good. The Blind Gamer. We actually changed the logo. It's now an eyeball. Yeah, and it says The Blind Gamer. So go over and check that out, guys. Become part of the family there. And if you want to find me on YouTube, it's at The Blind Gamer Infantry. That, the at symbol. Put the at symbol, The Blind Gamer Infantry, all one word, in your search, and it'll take you right to us. So I was just live streaming yesterday some Call of Duty Mobile. But I haven't set down a schedule because the wife got a new job. She's back to work, and it's mid-hunting season. So between trying to go hunting, in between her schedule, Logan had his surgery last Friday. That's why y'all didn't see me. Surgery went good, by the way. He's fine. He's back to normal. But that's why you didn't see me last Friday, is because of the surgery. So it's been crazy, man. Just trying to get stuff done. Trying to, even live stream on my other channel has been a mission. But having to take a couple weeks off of here was like, oh, man, it sucks. So, but good to see Coyote, man. He's out the woods. Anybody else coming in the chat, make sure that you comment, that you're here and all that good sort of stuff. This is going to be a pain in the you-know-what night because none of my music is queued up. Like, nothing's working. Why is nothing working? It's, like, stupidly annoying that it's not working, too. Let me see something. Sorry, guys. I'm going to bring it a little bit close and see the... Why? Why are you not working? Why? Do-do-do-do. Yeah, that's the song. So what the problem is? I don't know what the problem is. It's not playing anything. This is so weird. Like it's not even loading the file. Let's see if I edit it. And we'll browse. What's the name of the track? Never Scared. Go to 2. This just doesn't make any sense. see something real quick. Hang on, guys. Music, YouTube. Let's see. I need to see what that says. Yeah, no, I know, but I need to see what that says. Miami Beats or Ami Beats or why did I have to pick one that comes up like this? Let me see something. Okay, video tools, music, sounds. Dagnabbit. It won't. There we go. Dami. UMNI. Beats. It makes life so much easier. It's not under Dami Beats either. What's going on here? Dun 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 dun. I don't know. I really don't know. Let me try a different song that I know is in here. Close that. Let's go to the bottom. Let's go Roofless. Edit. Okay, this song I know is in here. Netflix Marvel. Ruthless. Okay. So now it should be playing it. There you go. Okay, so that sucks. That means I have to go back and reload every one of these daggum files. Gotta love computers, man. They make life easy, don't they? There we go. Okay, so yeah. Alright, well, at least I got 1 or 2 songs queued up for tonight. I'll do all that crap later. Sorry about that, but everybody. It was just like, what the heck is going on? I'm clicking on the music and it's just not working. It's not working. It's not working. Alright, so, like I said, the theme of tonight is preparedness. Being prepared. How to be prepared like a Boy Scout. Always be prepared. And one of the toughest challenges out there to being prepared has always been obtaining medicines, obtaining prescriptions, antibiotics, things like that. You know, why? Because you need a doctor in order to get them. Well, we have a way for you to get them, boys and girls. Tonight we're going to be talking with the CMO of Jase Medical. Jase Medical, if you guys haven't seen the ad, I've run for quite a while for the Jase Case. It's a real game-changing thing for the prepping community because now you have the opportunity to get your meds, antibiotics and all that stuff, and a lot more. So if you're looking, as we find out later in this interview, you're gonna find it harder and harder and harder to be able to get your antibiotics without the Jase Case, to be honest with you. The traditional ways are fading out. So what I'm going to do is take a quick break, get things set up, make sure everything's 110%, and then when we come back, we are going to be linking up with the CMO of Jase Medical. Guys, hope you're having a good one. Give us a thumbs up on the video. Share tonight's stream out for me, please, because This is information I want to get out to everybody, so we'll be back after this.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing. Won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless. They don't wanna see me care. Anytime I make some progress, I can see that they compare. I think everyone's against me, maybe something in the air. Am I paranoid? I swear a void is forming and they're scared. I walk a straight path, not many can say that. I like to play fast, cross me and there's payback. You better pray that I don't see your face at any place that I go. I know you hate that. I've been doing fine, I'm not wasting any more time. I live for the fight and the climb, and I think that the pain that's deep inside is what defines. So I won't give up, I'm gonna make it to the top. I don't care what's in my way, I swear I'm never gonna stop. I could fall flat on my face and I swear I will get back up, cause I don't deserve a thing and the road ahead is tough. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing. Won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless.
This Infantry Outdoors live stream was brought to you in part by Jase Medical. Be prepared with Jase Case. Mayhem Studios. Add a little mayhem to your media with the best in the biz. CW Designs. Get your websites, apps, and logos created for you and your business. OneLink.ai. Innovative night vision. And donations from viewers like you. In today's world of technology, supply shortages, fuel shortages, and war, now, more than ever, is the time to prepare. Throughout human history, over 1 billion people have died from disease that would have been cured by everyday antibiotics. Over 99% of Americans do not have a supply of emergency antibiotics. Over 98% of antibiotics are produced overseas. The chance that that antibiotic supply chain could be interrupted at some point is 100%. If that were to happen, experts predict that local pharmacies would run out of antibiotics in a few weeks. The time to prepare is now. Every home needs to purchase a Jase Case. If we got your attention, visit our website today at jasemedical.com/Infantry Outdoors. Be sure to use promo code INFANTRY10 for 10% off your order. Be prepared with Jase Case.
All right, Friday night. Welcome back from the break. As you guys know, tonight we're talking about prepping. Be sure to subscribe for more here on the channel. Hit that like button. And remember to join us every Friday night here on This Week Outdoors, starting at 9 p.m. Eastern Time and running till, well, whenever we feel like it. Remember, if you have any comments, questions, or concerns, it's infantryoutdoors@yahoo.com. Don't forget to check out our website. Follow us on all socials. You know the deal by now, guys. But our special guest with me tonight comes from a company we've heard us talk about a lot over the last year or so, especially since the hurricane and everything. I've been really telling you about it, and with the way things are going in the world today, it's always good to be prepared. I'm talking about Jase Medical, and if you guys don't know about Jase Medical and the Jase Case, well, I've got somebody on the line here today who is going to tell us more about it. This is John from Jase Medical. John, how you doing tonight?
Doing great. Thanks for having me.
Anytime. We're glad to finally have. It's been a mission getting somebody from you guys on here with us, but I'm glad to finally get you. Jase has been working real hard, doing all kinds of things, and that's why I wanted to get John on here so that we can really update you and just tell you about it. John, so let's start off with, tell the folks a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, sounds good. So I live in Utah County. Jase Medical was actually started in Salt Lake City, so out here in Utah, a couple years ago. I came on, it's been over a year. I've been with Jase as their CMO, so I handle everything to do with getting the word out, making sure everybody knows about the Jase Case and our other products. Essentially, our mission is to make sure everyone has a chance to be medically prepared. So it's been a fantastic journey and so much more to come.
Awesome. And you pretty much hit my next question up, which would be to introduce Jase a little bit. But like you said, the Jase Case we know about, there's a lot more to come from Jase Medical as well. How long has Jase been around?
A little over 2 years now. So as far as when you've been able to actually buy the product, it's been in the works as early as 2017. Our founder, Dr. Sean Rowland, really kind of cool origin story. So he was working at the time. He's a medical physician. He was working in an ER back in 2017. And he noticed, again, this is 2017, he noticed very often medication shortages. And he's like, we're the United States. We shouldn't be having medication shortages, especially for critical medications. What's going on? So that would kind of spike the question, what is this? And as a physician, he was able to, he thought of his own family, thought of himself of, hey, well, I'm going to get some of these critical meds just in case to have at my house to protect myself and my family. Mm-hmm. And he did that. And then his wife was like, well, it's not really fair that you can do that and not my parents, my family. Like, it just had that question of why can't other people do this too? Just because you're a doctor, only you can get some emergency meds. So that's kind of how the really Jase started the idea of like, well, yeah, why shouldn't other people be prepared in this sense, right? We always think of our food, our water, everything else from a prepping standpoint, but we didn't have very many options for medical prep.
No.
So that's how the idea was born. And to be honest, the 2020 and the whole pandemic and everything actually is what boosted the ability to have Jase Medical be a reality. Because up until then, virtual medicine, telemedicine really wasn't a thing. It wasn't trusted by the masses. Mm-hmm. And so that did kind of jumpstart us at being able to set this up and do it the way we do it. Because, ordering from Jase Medical, it's completely online. Right? You don't have to leave your house. You don't have to go to a doctor and set up those appointments and wait weeks and that whole head of a process to get your meds. You hop online and you buy the Jase Case. You check out online. And the only extra little step is to fill out a medical questionnaire. because our physicians in the back end, they need to know if you have allergies to any of the medications and so on. And so, from your end, it's super easy. Hop online, 5 minutes max, you place your order and hit go. And on the back end, obviously a lot of work happens. Physicians deal with the prescriptions. We have a pharmacy network that deals with packaging and putting your meds together, and then we ship them out to your door. There are some cases where the physician will contact you. If you have, again, allergies or something like that, they're going to explain the substitute and whatever needs to take place. But for the most part, it's a painless, super quick process and allows everybody to get this critical supply of, the Jase Case is, as we know, is 5 essential antibiotics. That's the flagship product, right?
Yep, got it right here.
There's so much more you can do with it now, but the initial 5 antibiotics, they cover just a huge list of potential issues. And so we feel that everybody should have this to save their life one day. So, yeah.
And I agree with you 100%. And as somebody with like you said, being able to go online, push a button, and order it, for us folks with disabilities that you can't drive, I can't get anywhere unless my wife takes me. So if something happens to my wife, guess what? I'm stuck and I can't go nowhere. So many of us with, like my friend Zach, who has cerebral palsy, and many others like him, people that are in wheelchairs, whatever your condition is, this makes it so you can get access to the stuff that you need in advance, not when it's happening, and have it put away for, God forbid, like I went through a hurricane recently, and 6 days there was no power. They had to cut roads in, trees were down, internet, even though they had power, there was no internet. So the people, I have a son that's on medications currently right now, and I wasn't able to fulfill his prescription because the medicine that he gets can only be filled within a certain window of days, and those days fell when the hurricane hit, so we couldn't get it before, then we had to wait till after. That's kind of not a good situation. So, yeah, and that's the way it is, because one of his medications, not only do we have to have a prescription for it, we have to have a permission slip that has to go with it. So, and you can only get it like 2 or 3 days before he runs out. You can't get it in advance unless you speak to the doctor or something. But folks, when a hurricane's hitting, the last thing on your mind is running to the prescription shop and getting, I'm out of pills. You're thinking boarding up your house. You're thinking of, do we have food, water, gas? Do we need to leave? Things like that. So to have this, like I have mine right here, the Jase Case is right here, has been a blessing. And like you said, in the previous ways, us preppers used to get our antibiotics and things like this was we went to the horse and feed store, or we went to the fish store, or, I could tell you a lot of ways that I've stocked up antibiotics over the years, because it's antibiotics, it's just down dosed. So as long as you know how to dose correctly, and I don't want to say this to get anybody in trouble, but, that's how we used to do it back in the day. What's meant for a horse is the same thing for a human, you just get a lesser dose. So, that's how it always was growing up. You needed antibiotics and you couldn't get it, that's where you go get it for your prepping supplies. But now, Jase is here. Now, my next question for you is, where does Jase ship out to? Where can people have it go to?
Yeah, great question. Right now, it's all of the U.S. and Canada. We currently do have one state that just a couple weeks ago we had to turn off. That's Mississippi. They came out with some new legislation where they don't, you're not allowed to do an asynchronous. That's our current setup, right, with how you order on our site. And so we're trying to work around for Mississippi currently. But outside of Mississippi, you can ship all the rest of the states of the U.S. and Canada. One thing to note, because you brought up kind of the issue where you needed to get medications on kind of your schedule. For those who have chronic medications, right, that they rely on every 30 days or 90 days or whatever the situation is. Mm-hmm. That's why that was a major concern we had for a lot of our clientele. They were reaching out saying, hey, that's great, you have the Jase Case, I have one, but I have these meds I take, can I get a backup supply? And so back in May, we launched our service called Jase Daily. And so it's a separate service in the sense that it's strictly for those who already have those pre-existing medications they take on a daily basis. Mm-hmm. And you can now get a year's supply of that med. We cover hundreds of medications, from your high blood pressure meds to diabetes and so many more. So, if you have those situations where you're relying on medication, check out our site, go to Jase Daily. Yeah, it's jasemedical.com, but you'll go to the daily section. and search for your med. Because if you, again, we get so many people in that situation where it's like, I wish I could have an extra supply.
Right.
So you can now get that 12-month supply of that med. It's been amazing.
Now, you did touch on some of it, but what are some of the medications, just off the top of your head, that we can get from Jase?
Yeah, so for the Jase Case, again, that's just for anybody to get that emergency medication supply. Obviously, your top 5, your core 5, your amoxicillin, your zithromycin, ciprofloxacin, doxycycline, and metronidazole. So those are your top 5. That comes in your original Jase Case. We have launched just a week or so ago. There's now up to 30 different add-on medications to that Jase Case, and that includes ivermectin, that includes EpiPens, and just a laundry list more of, and not all of them are antibiotics, but they are medications we feel would be ideal in an emergency situation where you couldn't get to a doctor or pharmacy. So yeah, you can, again, that's when you're buying a Jase Case, all of those options will be available to you. As you're checking out, you can add them or subtract them from your kit to really customize your Jase Case for your needs. Not everyone's going to need certain meds,
Right.
depending where they live. So again, you build it how you need it for where you're at. And it's been really awesome to expand that kit just recently.
Yeah, I saw that, and the fact that you guys have the ivermectin in there is, I just recently heard about ivermectin for humans. Like ivermectin, again, now you're talking farm stores. You know, I know what it is, I know what it does, but I only know to buy it at the feed store. So now it's the old school prepper stuff, man. Hey, what can I tell you guys? We had to get it. We knew how to get it, you know. And then you have to have a degree somewhat in your brain because, again, you have to down dose, up dose, mix this with that.
Yeah. Now, as of, what was it, July, they changed it where you need a prescription for fish antibiotics. That was a common one for preppers to use.
Oh, yeah.
And now you can't just go to the store and get them anymore. Really, it's Jase Medical is it as far as being able to do it legally and get yourself medications prescribed specifically for you. It's been crucial with it. Well, once they shut that down with the fish antibiotics, they're like, well, where do I go now? We're so happy to already have this solution already out there. Like,
I gotta take my fish to the vet to get him some antibiotics. Are you serious? But that's what the world's coming to, and that's why I'm glad Jase is here. And of course, for you guys to check it out, make sure you go over to jasemedical.com/Infantry Outdoors. And we've even got a promo code Infantry10 for you guys that they've kept running this whole time, which is great, which will save you additional savings upon checkout. So on top of the great savings, on top of the stuff you couldn't get till now, we're going to give you even more savings. So that's an awesome thing. So thank you for Jase for that. And let's see. Well, we already talked about what is a Jase Case and why we should have one. Like, you filled all my questions in as we gone along, see? Okay, here's one for you. How do you think the Jase Case has helped to supply people with medications who have disabilities or limited mobility?
Yeah, and again, we kind of touched on this where the fact that the entire process is online is what helps with that. You don't have to find a way to get to a doctor and drive around and do all those the typical process to get a prescription. If you have an internet access, you can hop on jasemedical.com. Again, use the /Infantry Outdoors, and that's all done there. You add it to cart just like you would order on Amazon, right? Add it to cart and check out. There's just going to be a few extra medical questions. But again, that process is so simple. And so then a few days later, it's showing up to your door. You don't need to leave your house in order to be prepared medically anymore, which has been amazing, especially for people who not only have disabilities, who live out in Alaska, out in the bush, wherever they are, and be able to get these medications and not have to fly in to the doctor. It's been amazing. So it's been really cool.
And if you're a traveler too, like like YouTubers and all of us, we move and groove and we go places. The nice thing with this Jase Case, and again, I have mine right here, guys. It goes with me wherever because it's prescribed to me. I can take it on a plane, train, automobiles. It's prescribed medications that you are to use. So if it's in your backpack or rucksack, you're good to go. You know what I'm saying? If you had any other form, there's potential to be stopped and go, well, what is this and why do you have it? With Jase, everything is labeled with you. That's why I'm very careful what I show on camera because my personal information is on there. So just so you guys know that. John, what do you think that the impact has been in the prepping community since the introduction of Jase Medical and the Jase Case?
Yeah, again, the fact that it's now the only legal solution to do it has been huge, right? We have our biggest audience, from the start, has been the prepper community because they get it, right? They're already thinking ahead. It's the what if scenario that we know is going to happen to all of us at some point. We're seeing it left and right. Maui fires, and you already talked about the hurricanes, and there's all these situations that happen. And it's not just natural disasters. Again, travel, you touched on, that's a super common people who travel in RVs or boats or whatever it is, to have that. Those are all situations where you're away from a doctor, and you may come to a scenario where your wife has a UTI or whatever it is, and now you already have meds on hand to solve the problem.
Right.
But the part we haven't touched on is supply chain. With 2020, that's kind of given us all a wake-up call of the reality of supply chain issues. But right now, we have the highest number ever of medications that we don't have access to because of supply chain issues.
Right.
And that's kind of scary. And amoxicillin was on that list last fall, and it's on that list again. Forms of amoxicillin because of obviously that's more for the children and ear infections and all that going on in the fall with the flus. But it's supply chain issues are real, and the fact that we get 90+% of our generic medications from China, whether that's directly or China, whether it's being made in India or in Europe, somewhere else, they're still getting the ingredients from China. So at the end of the day,
China's got us locked, yeah.
And that's, for some of us who, with current world affairs, that's concerning. Right?
Yeah.
To me, that's a national security risk.
Yeah.
And we have senators who brought it up, like, hey, this is not okay. But there's currently no solution, right? We've outsourced all of our manufacturing, and so really the current way to prepare is to get it beforehand, before something happens. And so it's a major point that we talk about a lot because it's our current reality.
Yeah.
And so, we encourage it. All you can do right now, until we can bring manufacturing back, which is going to take years, all you can do now is prepare beforehand. So it's been a big impact to the pepper community, obviously, and then my job is to educate people outside of that as well who don't quite get it yet, who don't quite think of beyond the water and food as far as preparation goes.
Right.
So it's been very interesting.
And my angle on I don't say my angle, but my reality is what I teach and preach here is the disability aspect of it, and how many people are on disability, and how many people have medications, and how many people like me can't go to the pharmacy if I need to. It makes a really great place for me to go and inquire and ask questions. And again, in this Jase case, they even give you a pamphlet that tells you what you use what for. Jungle rot was even in there. I was like, holy cow, they got boot rot in here. That's awesome. Because if you're like me and you're outdoors and you wear hunting boots or hiking boots and they get wet and you get, trench foot is what I know it as. But it was neat because reading through that book, I'm like, wow, they really thought a lot about this. They really have. And with the supply chain issues, like you mentioned, we've already seen it. It's already hard enough to get your medications as it is. So, again, I've always been up for companies like Jase, and that's why I like working with them, is because you bring... A lot of people don't think, and I hate to always say this because it sounds bad, but it's true. A lot of companies and businesses don't think about the handicapped community. So you're missing out on a whole group, a big group of people, because a lot of the times it's uncomfortable to talk about. And you know me, I have no problems talking about it. I want to talk about it because that's the reality, is I can't drive. I can't go to the pharmacy. Granted, you guys see me do a lot of things on this program. The only thing I can't legally do is drive a car. Legally, I can do it. But Jase has opened up a whole new world for me, for you, for everybody. And for those that have already reached out and said, Infantry, I got mine. Thank you. Hey, we thank you. We really do. So my next question, John, is what is coming up in the future for Jase?
We have a lot coming in the pipeline. Just like you said, we just launched those 30 extra meds in the Jase case. That was a huge release. A lot of work went behind that. And so we do have more, though. I mean, one of our major focuses right now is pediatric doses, because right now the Jase Case is for 12 and up, and so that's a major concern and something that we're actively working on. But there's a lot coming. I can't divulge too much as far as the future, but again, we're doing everything we can to bring more solutions. And again, it's all that same focus to make sure people are better prepared medically. And we believe everyone should have the ability to easily do that. And so that's what our focus is.
Yeah, and then not on top of the online service, you have a number that you can always reach out to Jase anytime, if any questions, with any concerns, with anything. So it's like you really have a 24-hour pharmacist or physician at your, if you need it. Again, it's a great product, and they have a lot more than just the Jase Case on there. So go check it out. It's in jasemedical.com/Infantry Outdoors. Don't forget promo code Infantry10. Save you even more money. We'll be talking about later. I'm actually going to read the email a little bit later that I just got of the lower prices and just some of the things that they offer, so that I can give you guys a breakdown of all of this wonderful stuff. But John, I thank you so much for this, dude. It's been a long time in the making. I'm so glad to have you here. I hope that we're going to have you on more in the future, because it's been fun, and you've definitely educated us a lot about it. And I would love to hear some of that future stuff coming into play. So, any Friday night, you're always welcome to come up and hang out.
Well, I appreciate it. It's been great chatting, and I'm sure we'll hop on again in the future. It's been fantastic.
Awesome. And your final thoughts, sir?
Just check it out. Like I said, there's so many things we didn't cover. Obviously, with the limited time here, between the Jase Case and Jase Daily, for those who have their own chronic medications, we get stories left and right. It's saving their lives, and just that peace of mind it'll bring. So it's worth your time. Check it out. And again, use Infantry 10, just to reiterate that, to help you out. And just happy to be here, happy to talk about it.
Awesome. Well, thank you, sir, so much. And guys, with that's a lot of info, so we're going to run for a quick music break. Y'all stick and stay here. It's Friday night. Remember, in the chat, don't forget, put what did you do this week outdoors. We'll be right back after this.
Love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up, it's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror and he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find almost anything. All it takes is some time and some clarity to find your identity. It's mind over everything. And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. 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 Don't be scared. Just don't be I'm so good, no I'm never turning back. I won't stop, I'ma fight until there's nothing left. It's so what? You're gonna be hurting bad, cause I've been to hell and back. You don't wanna make me mad, I stay strong. You will never see me crack. And if you get in my way, you're gonna feel the wrath. Gotta say it to my face while he's looking back. Mirror breaks after math. When I hate, I attack.
This Infantry Outdoors live stream is brought to you in part by Jase Medical. Be prepared with Jase Case. Mayhem Studios. Add a little mayhem to your media with the best in the biz. ZW Designs. Get your websites, apps, and logos created for you and your business. OneLeaf.ai. Innovative night vision. And donations from viewers like you.
That's right. We're back. Big shout out to Jase for making it happen. Mr. John, thank you so much for being here tonight. Coyote, I did see your comment. I'm waiting on a reply back on that question. So as soon as I get it, I'll text you with it. But hi, everybody. What's up, everybody in the chat? Let's bring the chat over here and hang out with you guys. Hope everybody's having a fantastic week. Vash, waiting to get out and do some squirrel hunting. I'm going to be doing that here very shortly. I just went out today to the property and sat for a few hours trying to get that deer. Now, I got big news for you. Coyote, what happened with your hunt, bud? I kept getting messages that where are all the elk at? Where have all the elk gone? I, on the other hand, had something happen last week on the opening day of general gun season that I would like to share with y'all. So, here, let me make a big screen. Hold on, I might make a big screen. Here you go, guys. Look what I did. All right, there you go. I got my first deer last Saturday. I got a 6-point buck on opening day of general gun season. So after 10 years of working hard and trying to do this, I finally did it, and I did it all by myself. So there you go, guys. If you want to do it and you want to achieve it, you got to keep at it. Anything's possible. You can do anything you set your mind to. And there's proof of it right there. I got a perfect shot right in the shoulder. This deer was at 75 yards, and I absolutely dropped him. He maybe went 10 or 15 yards, and that was about it. So, very proud of that. Big shout out to Danny. Thank you again if you're watching for letting me hunt your property and all that stuff. But, yeah, big exciting week for infantry, and I got the video coming up for you guys. I have it on multiple angles too, so I did really good filming as well as shooting. Dude, it was 75 yards out there. I was sitting out there, and all the girls were out there. I have my 2 does, I have my 2 fawns, and I'm sitting there and I'm hanging out and I'm watching everybody. Fawns maybe like, I don't know, 20, 30 yards from me. And the doe, she's out about 75 yards, 80 yards or so. The other fawn's out there with her. And I'm like, all right, well, great. This, sucks. Here's a deer I can't shoot. And da-da-da-da-da. I'm sitting there, and out next to me, which is weird, out next to me walks out another deer. And I'm like, oh, great. Here comes another one I'm probably not going to be able to shoot. So, I put my magic eye up, and I'm watching it, and it's walking where I can't see his head yet, but when he turns sideways, I was like, oh, you have antlers. Oh, I'm going to kill you. And I looked at it, I'm like, oh, you got more than one, because they got to be more than a spike on each side in Florida. So, I was like, yeah, I can definitely see a rack on you, and sure enough, I did what I did. I put the sights on him, and, yeah, the rest is history. You guys will see the video coming here once I edit it. But, yep. General gun season, first day opener. Got my first deer after 10 years of trying to do it. So, Coyote, what's up with you, buddy? I got mine. What happened to you? I'm still waiting to hear whether you got yours or you didn't get yours or what happened. I know, where have all the elk gone? But comment, guys, comment. There's no comments coming in, sir. There's no comments. But Big shout out to Jase Medical as well, man. Thank you for coming on, John. I really appreciate it. If you guys have any comments, questions, or concerns in reference to Jase, or you want to get a Jase or anything like that, you can always reach out to me, and I'll be happy to get them answered for you. It's infantryoutdoors@yahoo.com. That's the easiest way to get linked up with, get your questions answered. Of course, you can call Jase or go to jasemedical.com/infantryoutdoors. Happy Veterans Day going out to all the veterans tomorrow. Thank you for serving our country. Thank you for what you do. Thank you for who you are. You're amazing people. Don't ever forget that. Coyote, my buddy, love you. Appreciate what you did for this country, bro. And all the veterans out there as well. My good friend, Mr. Bill Watts from vetinfo.org, who we work with, we proudly work with. So, hope everybody has a good Veterans Day tomorrow. So, but with that aside, I don't have a whole lot to say tonight. So, does anybody have anything they want to say? Or comment, or chit chat, or talk about? Put it in the comments, because aside from Jase, that's pretty much all I had tonight. That, my dear. I showed that first on Zach's channel. So if you guys don't know about Zach doing unique prepping, go over and subscribe to Unique Prepping, because he's doing really good things over there, man. And not to mention, him and I have been doing a live stream every Wednesday where we have the opportunity to talk about prepping from a handicap standpoint and say and do things we can't really talk about anywhere else but there. So also make sure you subscribe to my Rumble channel, rumble.com/infantryoutdoors. Also rumble.com/theblindgamer. We're on Rumble as well. But as far as for the outdoor stuff, if you want to see like the deer getting cleaned or anything like that, you're going to have to follow us over on Rumble, because that's where you'll see that, and you'll have the made for YouTube version over here. So yeah, show your support, man. I know it's a lot to ask to go over to a different platform and all that other crap, but got to do it, guys. Got to do it, because we can't show stuff here. It sucks, but it is what it is. It is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't. But what's going on, chat? Why are y'all so quiet tonight? Nobody's typing anything. And I don't have any music to play tonight, because I gotta reload all the music for some reason. I don't know why. But yeah, I have to reload all the music. I can't wait for squirrel hunting season. I think ours has already started. I just need to get out and go do it. I need to get sighted my pellet gun. I was really hoping to get a 22 this year, but it just didn't work out. If anybody wants to sponsor squirrel season, there's always the wish list down below, and I believe the 22 swarm, Gammo swarm, is on there. Any Gammo 22 I'd be happy with. I'm not picky, as long as it's a 10-shot repeater. I don't want the single shot. I mean, I'll be grateful for whatever I have, but I would prefer to have a 10-shot magazine-fed Gammo 22 repeater. But as the old saying goes, well, people in hell want ice water. Infantry, you can't have everything you want. We all know that story, right, guys? Wow, my chat is like stupidly quiet tonight. Like, I'm going to be done here in a few minutes if y'all don't start talking to me for real, because I got nothing to say. Legit, all I did was hunt this week, try to hunt, hung out with my kids, because again, Logan had a surgery on Friday, so we've been taking care of him. He's doing good. He's doing a whole lot better. He's just about healed. But now Monday I got to go back to Gainesville and take Mika in and get her surgery. She's getting spayed, neutered, whatever you call it. She's getting fixed. So, come Monday, I got to drive back down to Gainesville again. Take her down there. She has to be there between 7 and 8, and then we can pick her up. They'll call us between 3 and 5. So I have to figure out what the hell to do with a wife and 2 kids in Gainesville for almost the entire day. So, it's going to be interesting. Comment down below if y'all know anything about Gainesville and what I could do. But I guess if nobody has anything to say tonight, I'm gonna wrap things up then and make it an easy night on myself. Because really, I don't have anything else to say. Talk about. I mean, just the deer, the interview with John, and that was pretty much it. You know, went and did some hunting tonight. Maybe do some hunting this weekend. Now I'm working on deer number 2. I did get it cleaned out to where I can. I'm gonna try to have him mounted. So any taxidermists in North Florida, get at me if anybody want to help with Infantry's taxidermy of my first deer. I think it's this one. Is that the right one? Yeah, that's the right one. You can PayPal. PayPal.me/Infantry Outdoors. If you want to help out with a taxidermy mount of my first deer. I got the whole head. He called it a cape. So I've got the whole cape. I'm just going to take it to a taxidermist and see how much that's going to cost. I'm sure it's going to be a lot of money. But at the end of the day, the meat's in the processor. We're just waiting to hear back from them. I got some hamburger patties or some hamburger. I got some steaks made up from the hams. I got the tenderloins cleaned up, backstrap cleaned up. So all in all, Infantry's a happy camper. And I'm very proud of myself, man. I did it all by myself. Nobody was there to help me. And the response from my buddy was hilarious. I'm a little behind in time. No, I know you are. I've been compensating for the delay. But it's just one of them nights where everybody's quiet and we haven't really got much to talk about. So I don't want to sit here and talk to myself all night. That's bad programming. But yeah, so the deer's at the processor. Like I said, I got this time around, I got hamburger, steaks, the backstraps cleaned up, and there was something else. I can't remember. Now, the next time around, I want to get sausages made with the hamburger meat, and then I'll probably have it cut for jerky because my son wants to make deer jerky, and we have the dehydrators and stuff here. So, probably on the next deer, it'll be the sausage links and stuff like that. But for this one, it's just, oh, there's Coyote. I finally made it home, but had a bad hunting. I finally made it home, but had bad hunting trip. Oh, that sucks, dude. Thank you, Vash. Appreciate it, man. I'm like super proud of myself on this. But I'm sorry to hear that, Coyote, man. I got one now, finally. Thank God. Thank the Lord. You know, and I've said it many times, and I even said it to my buddy. I was like, you know, you can give me the land, you could give me the crossbow, you could put the feed out there, you can do everything right, wash your clothes, not smell, have the proper wind, everything right. But God puts that deer out in front of you. God decides if you're going to get that deer, not you, nobody else. And I'm very, very thankful and very grateful that God gave me that opportunity along with Danny. And I still have the opportunity. Like I said, I was out there hunting today, you know. So, will I get 4 more this year? We'll see. But one thing I did learn is, you know, identifying the deer by myself. Now I have my magic eyepiece that I wear, and with that and the rifle scope, I was able to identify that deer. And I was assuring my buddy, you know, I was like, look, it's got to be a 6-pointer or bigger for me to even identify it as a target. So at least you don't have to worry about me getting little guys or smaller bucks that we can let grow till next year. Now, if I can go for a bigger one, then, you know, if I can identify it as a 6 or 8 point or 10 point, whatever, but I'm not saying I'm going to be able to do that. I need some private land and a friend. Yeah, you had a lot of land to cover there, bud. I make a mini burger mixed with organic SpaghettiOs cooked over a wood fire. It's flippin' delicious. It sounds delicious. Mixed with organic SpaghettiOs. I don't know about the organic SpaghettiOs. I'd have to go on the SpaghettiOs side, but I'm with you. Cooked over a wood fire. And wood fire always makes everything good. I don't care what you cook on wood fire. Wood fire makes everything good. Well, I don't know, Coyote. Start a fund right now to get me out there next year. I'll be your friend. The private land, I can't help you on that part. I don't live in Washington. But if you need a friend, I just need a plane ticket. What is it, 10 days? My family can live 10 days without me. Maybe. It's like a weird hamburger helper. It sounds more like a sloppy Joe kind of thing. Sounds really good though. I can't wait to get my meat back. I'm excited. I am very excited, and I'm very proud of myself, guys. Very proud of myself. 75 yards, perfect shot. And that might sound, 75 yards might not sound like a lot to anybody, but to me, it's a good distance. You know, 75 yards is a point where optics need to come into play, especially to identify a buck versus a doe. You know what I'm saying? So, there was so many people, and half were not hunters. Yeah, that's the thing. Like we talked about before, that you're just staying at like a general campground for the public. That's probably part of your problem, to be honest with you. I think organic any SpaghettiOs tastes a whole lot better than the name brand stuff. Plus healthier. But when passed out, when I pass out, there's no one anywhere. That's always the case, man. That's like the police. There's never a cop around when you need one. But that's the thing about, like I said, where you were camping in general camping areas, it's starting to become stupid popular now. So your free campgrounds and your next to nothing campgrounds, and then they turn into like party areas. That's the thing that pisses me off. Is I'm going camping in the woods for the quiet and solidarity of the woods, and I get to the woods and it's like party central. You know, I hate that. There's a lot of places up here that are like that. And to me, that's not camping. That's not fun. That's not the woods. I mean, there's a time and a place for everything, but in the woods, camping, that's not the time or the place. So, I'm not a campground. I'm out in the middle of the woods. Yeah, but you're on public, what do you call it? Anybody can camp there. Anybody can do what they want. It's public land. And that's like down in South Florida. That's part of the reason I never hunted public land, because you either had the guys that would shoot you thinking or saying that it's their land, or you'd have the tourists that just mess everything up, you know? And even public land up here. I've been public land hunting up here for 2 years now, and nowhere I've hunted on public land is any good, at least in my opinion. And it wasn't even worth the hassle of getting the tag and getting stuff out there, like, you know what I'm saying? But it's public land, and everyone is driving up and down the roads. That'll do it. That's what happened to me tonight on my deer hunt. Because right behind my deer blind is the road that we use to come in, the actual road that we use to come into there, that everybody uses to get to their house. And today it would just seem like everybody and their freaking mother ran the tractor up and down the road, ran the four-wheeler up and down the road, building a house where you all hear bang, 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 bang. It's like, you know, I hope it drives the deer to me versus away from me. But I didn't see squat. I did hear one blow on me at the end of the night. Never saw it, but it was way across the field. So I don't know if it saw me or I have no idea. I didn't have any private. I didn't have any private. I'm too poor. I don't have private either, dude. And I'm poor as hell too. So I just happen to have my next door neighbor who owns land say, hey, you want to come hunt? You know? And I'm very thankful for that. Believe me, I know how thankful I am for that. Like Mayhem, when Mayhem offered me to come out to Arkansas and hunt his property. I don't own land, but people I know own land. So that's where I've been gracious enough to find it or to get it. Because like you've heard me, Coyote. You know the times I've hunted public land, it didn't go good at all. One of them places, Mallory Swamp, we couldn't even find anywhere to put the blind to really see the deer or to find a deer. It was that bad. And the majority of that hunting area, of that swamp area, went to the dog hunters. So, you know, I get it. Don't have any friends either. Well, gotta make some friends, Coyote. You're such a friendly guy, you know? You're such a friendly guy, my man. Oh, man. Hey, so, for you guys that follow on the other channel, too, The Blind Gamer, I went and I made another live stream yesterday playing some Call of Duty Mobile. If you guys want to go check that out. The channel is growing, which I'm glad to see. And I'm having fun with it, which is all I intended it to be. I just, like I say, between that channel, this channel, all the channels, I have to get time to do things. And lately it's been, you know, my kids have been sick. My son had a surgery. The dog goes into surgery Monday. The wife started a new job, so schedules have been up and down. I've been trying to deer hunt as much as possible, being that I have the opportunity. So you guys can imagine, man, it's just busy time of year. And then we got the holidays coming up in like 2 weeks. My son wants to go to his great uncle's house, so we may be going down to Naples. A lot of things going on, man. A lot of things going on. So bear with me, man. This year's been crazy, but just know I'm out there deer hunting as much as I can, and I'm filming it all. I didn't film today because I just didn't feel like it, but I've been trying to film it all for you guys. The days like today, I didn't even think I was going to see anything because I haven't been out there, and I knew there was no corn. So I put corn out today. I mean, it was gone. There wasn't a piece of corn to be found anywhere. So I put some more corn out today, sat out tonight. I'll probably go out either probably Sunday morning. Do a Sunday morning sit. Excuse me. And then a Sunday evening sit, because that'll be the next day my wife's off. And then come Monday morning, we head down to Gainesville. So, Sean's Outdoor Adventures is a channel that's good about teaching you how to hunt deer and look for good places on maps of public land. It might be helpful. All right. The one place publicly I need to go, or that I've always wanted to go, is out to the Osceola National Forest. But then again, everybody and their mother goes there. So it's one of them things where I'm glad I have the public land or the private land, especially for somebody like me. You know, when you got a person with a disability, and that's another thing that I can't stress enough to you guys. Like, this whole hunting experience, whether I get the deer or I didn't get the deer, has meant so much to me, because here's a gentleman that's my next door neighbor, right? Gave me access to his private land, who he's been managing deer on for years. Puts my blind in the spot, gives me my own area of the 40 acres, basically. I can go out, I corn it when I want, I corn it how I want, I have my own cameras out there, which if you guys check out my YouTube shorts lately, I've been putting those up. But to be able to go out, like the way that it works is we'll pull up. Some mornings he won't even be hunting that property. He'll hunt one of his other locations. And he'll say to me, hey, you good? Yeah, I'm good. All right, I'll be back later. It doesn't matter if it's the morning or the night. I'll be back later. No time, no nothing. I go walk myself in to my blind, whether it's nighttime, daytime, whatever, because we've put out these tag markers for me. And I'll go in, I'll sit, and I'll do my thing by myself. This is all by myself. I have nobody babysitting me. I have nobody watching me, sitting over my shoulder. None of that. I'm there. If I make a mistake, it's on me. If I succeed, it's on me. And I think that is the coolest part of this whole adventure. Is the fact that somebody's allowing me to do this by myself, you know? And I told him, I'm like, at the first, I was like, hey, listen, if I shoot a doe, it'll honestly be by a 100% honest mistake. But if it does happen, it is something that could happen. That's what I told him early on in the beginning. I don't know what I'm going to be able to do. But God forbid I shoot the wrong animal. I don't want you mad at me or, you know, upset or none of that. Because wholeheartedly, it's not going to be that I shot the doe because I want the doe, which I do. It's because I shot the doe because I mistook it for a buck. But I figured things out for myself. Learned how to identify at a distance, learn how to look for the rack, and as you guys see, I got a 6-pointer, so yes sirree Bob. You'll see the video coming out. It should be pretty good. I got it at several angles. I need to check the trail camera because I might even have it on the trail camera too. All right, guys. Well, anybody got anything they want to talk about? Anything they want to mention? Any questions about Jase Medical? Because if not, I'm going to cut out of here and go hang out, watch some TV, make it an early shift tonight. Because, again, I don't have anything really to say. So, if y'all are good, I'm good, man. I'm going to get out of here. Happy Veterans Day to all my veterans. Happy Veterans Day, Coyote. Mr. Bill Watts, if you're watching, happy Veterans Day to you, to all the vets around the country. Thank you for your service. Thank you for what you've done and what you have continued to do for our country. Thank you so much. Well, I really wish you got more from this country because you damn sure deserve more. But just know that we love you, we thank you, and have a happy Veterans Day, everybody. With that said, I hope you guys have an awesome day. I'm going to give another second or two, or another minute or two here for delays while I get things set up. Because I know, like Vash and I said, we're always under a delay. Have a great night, and Christ be with you. Thank you, Vash. You too, my brother. Vash, go back and, well, yeah. Oh, wait, no, yo, you're anti-Call of Duty. I was going to say, go back and check out the Call of Duty stream from yesterday. I was playing Call of Duty Mobile. Man, I'll tell you what, I could play Call of Duty Mobile, and I'm really damn good at it. I jump onto this here and I play Call of Duty Warzone and I get my ass handed to me. So I don't know. Like, I'm being dead honest, man. I'll be killing people on my cell phone, but I get on here and I get death. Like, I get aggravated. But yeah, guys, check out the other channel, The Blind Gamer. You can check it out here on YouTube at The Blind Gamer Infantry. And of course, we're on Kick as well, and follow both channels on Rumble. Follow me on Wednesdays over there at Unique Prepping with my buddy Zach if you guys want to learn something about handicapped people and prepping. And of course, check out my good friends Jase Medical for all of your daily medical needs and all of your prepping antibiotic needs. Check them out today at jasemedical.com/Infantry Outdoors, and don't forget to use promo code Infantry10 to get additional savings at checkout. With that said, guys, happy Veterans Day to all the vets. Have an amazing day. We love you. We'll see you next Friday, 9 p.m. right here for another This Week Outdoors. See ya.
This Infantry Outdoors live stream was brought to you in part by Jase Medical. Be prepared with Jase Case. Mayhem Studios. Add a little mayhem to your media with the best in the biz. CW Designs. Get your websites, apps, and logos created for you and your business. OneLeaf.ai. Innovative night vision. And donations from viewers like you.